Hi, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're okay. I want to read you this article because be careful investing in Chinese stocks. I know, I'm a big bull on NIO. I love NIO. That's the only Chinese company I like is NIO. But I had to sell because I don't trust the Chinese economy right now. So, if you're all looking to invest in any Chinese company, just let me read you this article so you know what's really going on. The Chinese economy's recent troubles. This is from the New York Post. The Chinese economy's recent troubles has been President Xi Jinping's zero tolerance COVID policy. In an effort to eradicate the pandemic, Xi locked down major cities like Shanghai and Beijing. At times, this involved more than 350 million workers unable to work normally. Little, little wonder then that the formerly fast-growing Chinese economy ground to a virtual halt. It managed to eke out only a 0.4% growth rate over the fiscal year that ended in July. That fell way short of the government's 5.5% target. There seems little prospect this damaging COVID policy will be reversed anytime soon. Seeking a third term as president of the forthcoming Communist Party convention, Xi can't afford to lose face by making a COVID policy U-turn. Yet this very likely will delay any Chinese economic rebound. Serious signs of trouble are also resurfacing in China's all-important property sector. That sector accounts for almost 30% of the country's economy and almost 70% of household wealth. Already last year, 30 Chinese property developers, including most importantly Evergrande, began defaulting on their debt mountains. They did so against the backdrop of the government's effort to rein in credit expansion to put China's housing market on a more sustainable basis. They also did so at a time when the Chinese property bubble led to an estimated 65 million unoccupied housing units and credit expanding at a faster clip than that which preceded the U.S. 2007 housing market bust. A sure sign that the Chinese property market bubble is now bursting is the steady decline in property prices over the past year. China's property crisis seems to be deepening as a growing number of households refuse to make mortgage payments on properties they bought but are yet to be completed. This mortgage boycott, which now involves around 1 million households, could cause China's property crisis to spread to the country's banking system. That, in turn, threatens to hobble the country's growth prospects by landing its banking system with a mountain of non-performing loans, much as occurred during Japan's lost economic decade. As if this were not sufficient reason for concern, China has been engaging in aggressive military exercises near Taiwan, perhaps to distract from its economic woes in the run-up to the convention. This is already discouraging foreign investment and raising questions about the wisdom of relying on China as a key part of the global supply chain and on Taiwan as an important supplier of electronic chips. There's never a good time for a slowdown in China, the world's second largest economy. However, now seems a particularly bad time for the challenged economies of the United States and other nations. Economic powerhouse Germany, which is highly dependent on China for its exports, is already having to cope with large Russian energy supply cuts. At the same time, the heavily indebted emerging market economies, already on the cusp of default, can ill afford additional downward pressure on international commodity prices that are further slowing in the Chinese economy would entail. So that's it. And what's not even mentioned in this article, to make the Chinese economy even more bleak, is they are at a 60-year they're in a drought, which is the worst it's been in like 60 years. So that spells trouble for electric vehicles because now they have to conserve energy. And remember, NIO even came out and said that people, you have to like share their many of their charging stations are shut down and this and that. So with this record drought that's also occurring in China, I mean, I couldn't sell NIO quick enough. I mean, I love the company too, but now is just not a good time, in my opinion. I'm staying away from Chinese stocks, and we'll see how the economy in China looks going forward. But as of now, I just wanted you all to know before, or if you are invested in any Chinese stocks, you needed to know this. So there you go. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Goodbye, everybody.